Listen closely. The views discussed in this podcast are solely those of the hosts. Audience discretion is advised.
The video is go.
And welcome back to the win. That's not.
Oh my God! You'll have to excuse my friend.
Man.
He's
No
a little
way.
rusty.
No way.
We're just gonna keep it rolling. Honestly,
yeah, we can keep that.
Welcome back to another episode of the Winning Podcast, everybody.
I'm fresh off vacation. I'm still feeling it.
Oh my goodness,
That was lit. I don't even care. We can keep that. That is the intro. I'm your host. You know, I'm back. I'm here to hang out. I don't even know. I really am. No, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I am back, my mind is still, on vacation and everything. But it's good to be back. Things are looking good. We got new angles. You know what I mean? We have new things. So welcome to the Winning Podcast, where we're constantly updating our set, and we forgot to turn one of our lights on.
Oh man.
So yeah, we got to start this over.
Oh my goodness.
All
We'll
right,
be back,
we'll be
friends.
back. Damn it.
Alrighty.
No. We're starting like all the way over.
I know. I was
Okay.
just about to say all of the things are going now. So we got audio, we got video too.
Lit.
We can go.
Oh, lit. Welcome back to a new episode of the Winning Podcast, where I'm your host, Luigi, kicking it with.
Hey, your other host, Caleb. Luigi's back.
I'm back from
honestly.
vacation. Yeah.
I'm super happy about it.
Like I said, you should probably. You can keep the first part.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what I
definitely
mean?
gonna
Go
cut
ahead
that
and
in
do
there.
that. It works. I don't even care. Still on vacation mode. I'm hanging out back on the couch with the homies. It's good to be back. I came back from vacation and I was sick for like 3-4 days. I don't even know from what. But now I'm alive and well. Got 2 exercises this morning. I'm ready. So let's go.
Hey,
I'm rusty. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right. How was your birthday? Do you want to tell the people where you were, even though we've already talked about it multiple times?
I had to address this too because I guess, yeah, when you guys listen to this episode, there'll have been a whole other one that I wasn't a part of. But yeah, when I go on vacation, I do like taking pictures, because the places be nice.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
He was like, I'm sure he didn't want to tell anyone where he's going, but everybody could. Yeah, of course. I don't tell anyone where I'm going until I get there because you never know. It's the journey, not the destination.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
But I was in Mexico. I went by myself, and it was the first time. I did the whole inclusive resort thing. I don't think I would do that again.
Oh, wow.
Even though I know that's like what everyone wants to do. But honestly, bro, it's so overrated. I guess maybe because of my age and because I don't drink as much as I used to. But ultimately what it comes down to is you really got to eat a lot and drink a lot for it to really be worth your money.
I see.
You know what I mean? And for me, usually when I go on a trip, I'm doing like all the touristy things and whatever, seems cool. But this time around, I just kind of walked around in a short T-shirt. You know what I mean? I got sunburnt. I didn't even know, bro. I was peeling earlier in the shower. But it was good. I met a lot of older couples. Where I was adult only, so there wasn't a lot of kids running around. Bro, I just laid around the beach, made friends. You know what I mean? Walked through town, spoke my broken Spanish, ate some good food. Yo, I went to this.
What was I was just about to say. Finish that story.
No, I was just about. So, on one of the days, the first night I got there. That was just terrible.
We're adjusting to the new
Yeah. The first night I got there, I went out to this one bar, and it was ran by an older guy. It wasn't really packed. And what they had was somebody singing. Like the guy, like it was karaoke. But for some reason, every Mexican man knows how to sing. It's kind of odd. So comes over, my friend, and everything. So we start drinking Coronas. There was a guy there, looked really interesting. Looked like he kind of knew what was going on. People knew him. So I'm not going to lie. This is going to sound real terrible. But Mexico does not have the yellow filter where everything is mad sweaty and hot like everyone think it is. You know what I mean? The people are real nice. They're real cool. Everyone's just hanging out. They wanted me to sing an American song, and I was like, no. And what he tried to do is get me drunk because he pulled out the bottle with the scorpion out the bottom of it, and he kept giving me shots. Again, goodness. It's not like it sounds. It was a really cool experience. I didn't really get drunk. I took like 2 shots of the thing. Not really. You know how they always talk about that bottle of alcohol with the worm at the bottom of it? Yeah. I'm not really one to try that. I don't really care for that. But the scorpion thing was cool, and again, I was just singing. There was plantains and nuts going around, and Coronas and limes and all sorts of stuff. It was good. It was a good time. Most of the touristy areas were good. I ate a lot of sushi there because the sushi was cheap. I'm not gonna lie. On one of the days,
was it good though?
It was good.
That's fine.
What I ended up getting was fried rice, except they added cream cheese on the fried rice. Different but good. Yeah, different but good. Ate a lot of sushi. Had a lot of sake, and it was like maybe $20. What? Yeah, the currency exchange is really good. Spent a lot of time by the water. I had my phone up in my room. Spent a lot of clearly not. I'm not even gonna try to lie there. But I spent a lot of time in the water. I was swimming a lot. What question were you about to ask me though?
I was gonna ask what was the best thing that you ate.
The best thing that I ate. I do hate to admit it, but damn, what was the best thing that I ate? I can't even remember. That sucks.
Did you get some carne asada while you were down there?
You know what? This is the weird thing. When you're in Mexico, at least to the mom and pop restaurants I went to, which always have cash. Why am I talking about this like I'm such a tourist? I hate this. I hate this. There's not really tacos on the menu.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that's I sat down. I'm gonna order me some tacos and rice and beans. That's not really a thing. Yeah. Like you read the whole thing, you go, oh well, you gotta ask them. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like a street food kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Like you might find it at a festival.
Yeah, the street tacos were fire.
Yeah,
the street tacos were fire. The restaurant food was obviously made for the masses. All of it tasted the same, including the cereal and the milk. I don't even know. No, that doesn't give them enough credit. Honestly, people even all over the resort were like, this is easily one of the best places to stay at and to eat at. And I ate a lot, honestly. Like the food was fairly decent. Room service. When I left, they were like, sir, room service for $70. And in my mind, I thought it was USD, and I was like, okay, but it was in Mexican dollars, and that was $4. And I got room service every single night I was there, which was 6 nights. And crazy. Bro, yeah,
that's
$4.
Wild.
I wasn't even mad at it.
That's
you know what I mean?
crazy.
I hung out a lot. I made friends. I went to this the restaurant our friend recommended. We're dancing with the mamacitas, you feel me? With the pretty ladies. I was having a good time. It was just me. I also probably shouldn't have been telling everybody it was just me. I was a little too eager to let people know, yeah, I'm out here by myself.
Oh my gosh.
But nothing happened. I really trusted the locals. Like I never at any given time felt like I was in a bad place. Even this one time I was at this shop. And the kid had money, but the lady wouldn't take it because it was too big of a bill. And he asked me, he was like, yo, you got change? And again, I was like, bro, obviously here in the States, I was like, bro, you better go break that somewhere else. But I had change, so I gave him the change, and it ended up working out. And later on, he came back and he helped me because I was lost a little bit. And I was like, yeah, where should I go? And he ended up helping me out. So it was a good time.
That's fire.
The water's beautiful. I have nothing bad to say. The women are hot. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Yo. Yeah.
Get so hyped to just be like,
yeah. I made some friends. I made some friends. And I
made some friends.
I did make some friends.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Well,
to the next trip.
After visiting to follow up on the pre-birthday episode, do you think that Mexico is safer than the United States?
Yo, listen. You know what? Maybe it's because my experience is going through Seattle's TSA, which, granted, everywhere else seems to be better.
Yeah,
Ours,
I have no idea
I don't
why
understand
SeaTac
why
is so bad.
ours sucks so bad. When I got to Mexico, I'm kind of tossed. On one hand, I go, wow, you know, they're not really trying to discriminate here. On the other hand, I go, this is too easy.
Yeah.
Because
said it's too easy.
I'm glad you asked. So you walk in, you have your bag, and obviously, you know, before you go, everyone's like, yo, super strict. They'll switch your stuff. They'll go through it all. I did watch that happen, but it was so random because when you walk through, the guy looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked up my passport, just gave it back. No questions asked, stamped it, which is one of the main reasons why I travel. I love getting stamps. So he stamped it and walk up to the guy. At first, it's a little intimidating because it's a military guy, at least it's in what I'd consider to be in the military. And he looks at my passport.
Federales?
Yeah, he looks at my passport and looks at me. He says, press this button. I was like, okay. And it's just this red button. And then on top of it, it has a green and a red screen. So you press the button, and whichever side you land on, that's your luck.
I'm dead.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, that's hella funny.
Yeah, so this
That's
whole
straight
family,
randomized.
this whole family hit the button, theirs turned red. Bro, it's getting torn apart. What's funny is they don't put it back together for you. They just go, you're good. And pass it along. But I press the button and it turns green, and he
That's
goes,
so
this way, you're good to go. No searching, no nothing. I just walked right through.
That's
Bro, yeah, it was insane.
Yo, that's so funny
Right
to
on
me.
the other side, guy pulls up. Welcome to Mexico. I go, yeah, thank you. He goes, do you know how you get into your hotel? Excuse me. And I go, well, I was just gonna call it Uber, but I know Ubers aren't allowed to come to the airport because that is a thing.
yeah, we talked about that.
And he goes, yeah, like, don't take a taxi. They'll charge you the most. What you want to do, first of all, you want a shot of tequila? And I go,
He said, "What you want to do is get drunk.
yeah.
Then I'll tell you how to deal with this."
I go, wait, hold on. I go, are you serious? He goes, yeah, of course. Give you a shot of tequila. And then he goes, what you want to do, you don't even want to take anything here. You want to go up the bridge, cross it, go down, go next to the bus stop, and then you can call an Uber. And whatever. I go, cool. And then I turn around and he go, before you go, you smoke? I go, oh, no, I don't. I thought he was a trap. I was like,
I'm
oh,
dead.
it got me. But no, he goes, this is a marijuana tequila. You're going to get the munchies. Take it. And I was like, is this legal?
That's tight.
I was like, wait.
Yo.
I go, is this legal? Like, what are you doing? He goes, it's not legal. We all do it.
Hey, that's tight though.
Okay, all right.
I was just thinking about that. How it need like, I was just talking to obviously working in the weed industry. It's like I want weed alcohol.
Yeah.
Because that would just solve the problem
Yeah.
for me. I'd take like 1 or 2 shots and then I'm good for the
Done.
whole night.
Done.
Either I'm asleep or I'm I'm blacked out.
Man, it was a good experience. And I don't feel like I'm snitching on anything.
Yeah, no.
It's a big crowd. Like I said, it's literally right on the other side, and there's signs. I don't think I'm letting out any secret that most people didn't know. So walked out, took the little bridge, came out on the other side, and Uber pulled up. She goes, "Where are you going?" I go, give him the name of the hotel, and I go, "Are you in Uber?" She goes, "Uber, yeah." And I was like,
Whatever gets you to your destination and me paid.
no,
on
you know
that.
what? It's one of those things, kind of like when I went to China, it was one of those things where I go, I could really stand here and feel like this lady's trying to do me wrong. Or I could really go for the ride because I think this lady's trying to earn a quick buck. So I give her the card of where I'm supposed to go. She goes, 500 pesos. And I go, aha, you're not an Uber. I go, 200. She goes, 250. I go, deal.
Nah, I'm dead. Got him. Hey, I love a good bartering system.
I immediately fell in love with Mexico. I love to barter.
Man,
Come on.
It's like, did you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure when they were in Italy?
I don't even remember. I'm crying.
Man, he gets out and then
That's a
like
good time.
immediately he's like, hey, like I'm just trying to find like a taxi to go from here to here. And he's like, oh yeah, I got you, bro. Like, just toss your bags in the back real quick. And he like tosses his bag in the back, and then he goes to like try to open the back door. And he's like, oh yeah, hold on a second. Like I just gotta unlock the door. And he gets in the car and just drives off.
Oh my gosh, no. Man, I would have been devastated if she did that. But she did not. She did not. Which I liked it a lot because even though we bartered and everything, she didn't even take the money until
Until you got there.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, that's respectable.
And tip I will give to anyone, again, not to be the touristy guy, but ultimately, I do like this angle. Ultimately, take cash to Mexico. Don't exchange it at the airport. Mad expensive. And don't exchange it, just anywhere. Use ATMs. And a lot of places, unless they're small places, they will take card. But it was a good time. Yeah, that was my first experience. She drove me around. She was a super nice lady. I hope she's doing well. Dropped me off at the right place, and everything was Gucci from there. Went to my room. There was a hot tub in the room.
That looked ballin'.
Americans I guess depending on the hotel you stay at, the toilets were separated from the shower area.
I do like
bro, room came with a mini bar, so you always had a little starter to the day. You had water, and it's super helpful. People, the whole tip 'em thing is very true. Why am I talking about it like that? I hate it. We're gonna wrap this up, but I'm back. Vacation well needed. I'm 28. I'm ready to get out the streets.
Yeah, we'll see about that last part.
Oh no, there's a new camera angle. I forgot.
Oh shit!
I forgot there's a new camera angle.
Oh my goodness!
The winning podcast where it's always evolving.
Yeah, we're always doing something just a little bit different.
That's too funny.
All right, so we're gonna start talking about the topics. Thanks for sharing about Mexico. I'm honestly jealous, but I had to go make this guap so that I can try and join you on the next one.
Y'all didn't even wish me a happy birthday on the episode.
Yeah, I thought we did.
No,
I thought that
didn't.
was the first thing that we said.
No,
because
I just go, hey, he's not here.
No,
New
because
episode.
Josh says happy birthday to Luigi, and then
Hey.
we were like, yeah, he takes a trip for his birthday.
True.
You gonna tell me happy birthday on my birthday with my birthday in?
No, yeah, I've come to make that a little bit of a tradition for myself. So let's see where we go next year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I always make friends to all these places that I go, and I love that. So to next year.
And you never know where you're going to run into those same people again.
Yeah.
Because it might not even be in that same place.
Man, I already know where I want to go to.
All right. But other things that we can talk about. Tyler, the Creator, dropped a deluxe version of Call Me If You Get Lost, which everybody was probably giving me a lot of crap for.
What do you mean?
Remember how you were like, what were your top listened to albums of last year? And I was like, an album from 2021. And it was Call Me If You Get Lost.
So this is 2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later.
Yeah,
Tyler,
he's
the
trying to say
Creator
he's trying to say it's not a deluxe. This is a deluxe, bro. It's a deluxe.
Well, he was saying it's not a deluxe. It's the unreleased songs or the songs that didn't make the final cut in time for the album originally.
Well, yeah, and then he has all the other songs from the album, so it's a deluxe.
Yeah,
I
colloquially
mean, I get it.
in
No,
our...
I'm not here to saying Tyler did it wrong because I think
No, not at all.
That's
not even what I was saying. Like, I definitely agree with you. Like, I've been calling it the deluxe.
I have too, but anyway, I liked it. I liked all the songs that I heard. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna like anything Tyler puts out.
Man, the most interesting.
Sorry Not Sorry.
Sorry Not Sorry. I really liked Sorry Not Sorry. Absolutely.
Let's talk about it.
I thought that the most intriguing change of pace was the Vince Staples song that he had on there. I gotta look up what the name of it was.
Yeah.
But,
the ASAP, the one with ASAP, saw coming.
Yeah, exactly. I saw it coming.
Yeah,
it's
and not
exactly
that it was
what
bad, but it's like, I expect that from now on.
Yeah.
It's like a Travis Scott feature on Don Toliver's album. At this point, yeah, you got to see it coming.
And also the song plays exactly like all of the, not like, again, not that I'm downplaying
it's not
it.
bad.
It
It's
just
not
plays
bad.
just like the other Tyler and ASAP songs,
Exactly.
where one of them raps, then the other one raps, and then the
and
song
then they
is
bob
over.
their heads a little bit
Yeah.
together. You go, that's still tight.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the next.
They put an og hat on. All right. What was it called? Stuntman with Vince Staples.
I need to listen to that. I haven't heard it yet.
Man, that was the one. It's super bouncy, very like Oakland style. Like it's very, very Bay Area, which is
How did I
definitely
miss that?
not on pace.
Is there a
with-
video for it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw all the videos
Yeah,
because it was a Wharf Walk.
Wharf Talk.
Wharf Talk.
Yeah, Wharf
one was
Talk.
pretty good.
Dogtooth and Sorry
Dog
Not
Tooth.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you
I
think? do
really
you think
like
this
Sorry
is
Not
the
Sorry.
definitive Tyler is? I'm not gonna say bi, but sexually flexible or free.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And not even just that. Like the whole thing is Tyler had always said he's never going to confirm it. Like,
But I
he's
feel like he does
just-
kind of confirm it here.
Yeah. He definitely says sorry to all the guys that I hid
And all the girls that I
Basically.
lied to about.
Yeah.
I also, you ain't gotta apologize. Not to say you ain't gotta apologize to women, but you don't have to apologize to the women that you didn't want to let them in on that part of your life. Is what
Yeah.
I would say.
And that's fair. I would agree.
You
with
know
that.
what? Let's call it for what it is. I know I gave Diplo a lot of crap for his
His hetero flexibility.
his whole experience, and I'm being real casual with Tyler right now. I don't even care. I don't even care. Black
Hey,
boy magic.
exactly.
Do your thing.
We've already taken a stance on this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, but we've already said
Yeah,
it.
it
Black
is what it
people,
is.
A plus.
Yeah.
Black people don't do wrong things.
No.
And okay, but the thing is Tyler has never been like aggressively like I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he's just like
exactly.
he just says some very sus things and never disproved it.
But now, you know, I feel like how does the clearly no one has an issue with it.
No.
No one has an issue with it.
I don't think anybody has an issue with it. I feel like more people you don't hear enough about Tyler often enough to be concerned about it.
He also talked about the 19-year-old girl he's dating. He said that's no one's business. Do you agree? I mean, sure it's no one's business, but it's kind of our business.
How old is Tyler?
30-something.
Really? No way. I thought that he was like our age.
Hold on.
Like he can't be older than you.
Relax with that.
You just told them how old you were. He's 32.
He's 32.
Wow. Hey, it isn't our business technically.
You're wild for that. He gets another pass. He scores. Like
Oh my
what,
gosh.
bro? No way.
Here's the deal. Like, okay, so I said this last week with Josh. Because they're celebrities is the only reason why we know these things.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
It really.
It's only a bad thing because we do know. Not that it's what. Okay, you know what? Not that it's
Not
whatever.
good or bad necessarily. We just know
It's
it.
just that we know about it, and it's always been kind of a little bit weird. Bro, I need to get a tissue or something. This is ridiculous.
know where we're
Let
gonna
me get
get
some
it.
water.
Here, this is honestly perfect time. We can take a quick break.
We'll come back to Tyler and everything else we gotta talk about.
We'll talk about a lot.
Ridiculous. All right, ready?
Yep.
We're back.
All right.
Not only are we back, I am armed and ready for the next time I start crying from us being too funny. So yeah, I mean, she's 19. When did they start dating?
Not quite sure about that.
Shoulder.
That's a good question.
But if he's gonna say it's none of her business, I'm gonna agree with him. Maybe she's 19. If they just met, maybe she might be. Last I checked, she was 19. She could be 20.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the story is that she was 19 when they started dating.
Yeah.
And now she's 21.
A
Like,
guy.
who knows? He also doesn't even really like drink and stuff like that. So it's not not really like an act
Or smoke.
or smoke. He
Well,
does
I guess
sometimes.
okay. We're not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Those are that means he's a great person. Obviously,
exactly.
Obviously, but I would also say a guy on the beach was there to celebrate his wife's birthday. Met him while she was getting a massage, and he had an open chair next to him. Listen to me and my travels. He was 65, and she was just celebrating her 40th birthday. So the age gap is definitely like, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Hey, it's a different thing for everybody, like
They're gonna try to justify and protect Tyler the Creator.
I'm not see what we're not doing is justifying like pedophilia. We're not saying like statutory situations. Like if it comes out that Tyler the Creator was dating this girl before she was 18, I might have to retract this statement.
You mean kind of like Adam 22 and the 16-year-old, then she turned 18 and 19 or whatever, and then they.
I never even really took a stance on that. I don't even know if we got that far.
You're not taking a stance on that?
I'm taking a stance on no pedophilia. Don't talk to kids.
Yeah.
The dating pool is so open and wide, as like you and I have both experienced. It's not very difficult for you to avoid those groups of people.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. No, I think it's extremely easy actually to avoid those groups of people.
It's really like, here's the deal. I go on a dating app. I set the age above 21.
Yeah.
I actually set it above 24.
Yeah, because
like,
we gotta be able to start communicating. Like, I can't be doing.
I have to be able to communicate wants, needs, desires, and a hierarchy and like all this stuff. Like
hierarchy.
No, not like that. Like
Whoa.
the wants, needs hierarchy. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to be able to have mature conversations. Do you remember the one time in college we had went to Spokane and I met up with that girl and I had said something about like Jaws or like some movie from the 90s and she was like, "What's that?" And I was like,
no, I can't.
Yeah.
No,
We kind of looked at each other and I was like, "I'm going to go drop you off at the mall and I'm going to go drop them off. I'll be right back."
Yeah, because girl, we're not. No, I'm definitely at the age now where if I can't talk to you about anything, or if the way you communicate is through Twitter slang and TikTok language, I'm not doing it.
No.
Sadly, it's a lot of people even above the age of 24, but it is.
But
we're gonna try not to do
some
all
of
that.
you are fun, but most of you are annoying. But speaking of possibly, we were talking about Tyler the Creator possibly being bi. Speaking of the queer community, I'm gonna jump and drag one of these things from the end and pull it to the front. I just feel like it's relevant.
No, because that's just like ridiculous news. I thought we're just gonna bring up to the people last.
All right, fine.
After a while, though, what I do want to talk about, because the later news is also about another artist who chooses very odd platforms to express themselves. So we're gonna talk about some like media powerhouses. Complex came out with a list of pretty much. It's a list full of podcasters and other culture influencers, I would say. These people all have long-standing careers. Some of them used to be rappers. Some of them used to be comedians and knew whatever. So one of them, Academics, who's number 2 on the list, I'm pretty sure, came out and said, artists are getting too big. They're no longer... We don't listen to country. So when we say artists, we're usually talking about hip hop and rap and R&B, indie, everything else in between, but not country. So obviously,
it seems to be like a motif in this episode. Yes, we're talking about black people stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it. This is for black people, and so you guys know what I'm talking about. They're saying artists are no longer wanting to sit down with these smaller platforms like himself, or even like people from the culture. They no longer sit down with people from the culture. He's like, why is it that every rapper ends up on Jimmy Fallon? Like, what is that about? Like, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing that I'll say about that. In Academics' case, it's a twofold thing, right? Because everybody, and I'm not saying this.
Hey, we need to start taking stances. None
All right.
of this. I'm not saying
All right,
this.
here, look.
we need to
I'm gonna
drop
take
that.
I'm gonna
Let's
take a
get hot
stance
with this.
I'm gonna take a stance, and I hope academics would come see me on this. Come see me on this, academics.
he got him.
Come see me on this, academics, because honestly, everything that you put out is you just yelling about conspiracies.
Yo, literally.
Like, I'm sure, yes, there's a lot of stuff that academics does cover that's factual, that's relevant, that's actually real things that are going on in the game.
Yeah.
But most of academics is just academics' opinions on stuff.
100%.
Which is what we-
usually him yelling into a camera.
Yeah, which
I
is
like that.
Which
You
is
know?
exactly
Okay,
what
I don't like. He's Jamaican.
I can. It makes a little bit more sense. Nah, I'm
Whoa.
not. all my Jamaican homies will also just yell into a camera if we gave them a platform. Okay, but my whole thing is like, you can't be like, people don't want to come to the smaller networks like me. Of course, bro, because you're acting like the Alex Jones of hip hop.
You are
like
sometimes, but I will admit, academics has built a platform for himself. It's odd though.
yeah,
It's one of those things where he gets a lot of hate, but it's the same hate that's like fueling his popularity.
yeah. He's got like a popular crowd with, I don't know, like my dad, right? Like
He likes academics
not so much that he likes academics, but he just knows that he can get information
from academics. Yeah, he does.
Like, it's just like people that we've worked with in the past. Like, you have a very specific audience, and so you target that audience. Our audience is a little bit different. We're also not directly in academics' audience, clearly, because he's mad
Whoa,
that
speak
people
for
aren't
yourself.
watching him.
Ain't nobody about to come up and nah, bro. You fighting in the streets, not me.
Hey, all right. If academics wants to squab me in the streets for saying that's why rappers don't want to be on your show, all right.
Hey, let's go.
That's what you want to do.
Adam 22 is also on the list. I think he's at least top 5, I think.
That's very interesting. I also wanted to talk about that.
So everybody gets a bio, right? Like I sent the link in the group chat. Everyone gets a bio and what their shows are known for. His show really is known for controversy and beef and discovering new rappers, but mostly controversy and beef. Did you guys talk about Adam 22 in the last episode?
I don't think we fully went over it. We talked about, I think, loosely some of the allegations against him.
I don't have information on the allegations because I don't really care about Adam 22. But No Jumper for a while to me it's just gotten kind of odd. Like, I don't really know if they're covering like parody news or
ever since we saw that episode of the girls that we had ran into in college and the
On the
girl that I
show?
went to high school with that was on the show, that was like the moment. Because before that, we were getting a lot of very accurate information.
and
from
it
No
was
Jumper.
a really good podcast.
Yeah, like it was really great. And then after that episode, we were like, what is this?
Yeah. Like
And
what
then it
kind of
just,
news are you
like-
reporting on? Half of it is LOL and the other one's like very serious.
Yeah, man.
you're not
it'd
a
be
news
like,
network.
such and such got shot this weekend, and we're like live on the scene, like we were there.
Yeah.
And you're like, dang, that's crazy. And then the next one is like 2 girls on Xanax, and you're like,
Yeah, no, and then
Cool.
the very next one is lady finds $500 in her vacuum. LOL. What did she do with it? Bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like, what are
what?
we really doing here? Everyone quit the show is what I'm trying to get at.
yeah. And he himself also, like, even since we were even talking about it, I sent it into the group chat, but he, like, went on to the show and didn't necessarily, like, make an apology. He was just like, yeah, like, I just feel like...
Misunderstood.
No, well, he was like, I just feel like, we've gotten very caught up in, like, beef and controversy and just, like, having everybody's lives on the internet. And it just kind of cracked me up because it reminded me of a scene in a show where he's like, everybody's on their phones nowadays. And he's just like robbing a store, like stealing things as he's like, people
Listen.
are on YouTube.
Listen, when you're wrong, bro, it's always time for reform when you're wrong. Of course you want to steer away from controversy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we
You
just,
everyone just quit your show. Like, you're down.
and he's
You're
like,
down bad.
he's like, I just feel like he literally was like, I
We need
feel
to
like
rebrand.
he basically, yeah,
Yeah,
that's literally what he said.
Of course you need to rebrand. You have nobody in your team right now.
Yeah, he's like, we need to rebrand. And he's like, I don't want it to be focused around controversy and beef. I want it to be mostly about like what did he say? Oh yeah, he said he also didn't want like his personal life to be all like out there and stuff like that all the time. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
That
Like,
it's not.
That's absolutely not.
And
how
man,
that works.
you
Like,
some of
you're
the
an
other work
online
you're involved
personality.
with, your life is 100% out there.
Yeah, like that's just not how it works. Like it's again, we're taking more stances. Hot take Tuesday.
Yeah, a lot of L's for the other side. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
we're kind of
So
on a
we
good
were-
streak right now.
We were just talking. We were just talking about so all of these hip hop powerhouses, right? Like people who have a lot of control. But we've seen a lot of decline in certain types of content and a lot of rise in a lot of others. So decline in content includes things like Adam 22, YouTube-based crowds. We now have a lot more podcast-based crowds. So like just because they have video doesn't necessarily mean that that's like the primary audience that you're getting.
Oh, I wouldn't say that because video podcast is what's on the rise right now.
Well,
and
no,
YouTube
that's-
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I think that's why, like, because Joe Budden is number one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What Adam 22 was doing, just again, like
It's shock factor stuff.
It fell flat ultimately because now you really were a culture vulture. The minute you get some heat from the black community, like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's time to switch it up.
Yeah, and
And
I just don't want them in my business
don't
anymore.
Don't get me wrong. Does he wear the same outfit for every episode?
No, it just a lot of his stuff looks exactly the same.
Okay, because I was like, I feel like anyway.
And when you I'm not saying anything about a lot of tattoos either, but when you have a lot of like tattoos that kind of blend together like his do, it does also make your outfits look like they're a part of you. It's just like
that's wild.
Like your hand is just like an extension of the brown jacket that you're
Bald
wearing.
Adam 22
Like-
was peak. I will give him that.
Bald Adam 22 was peak.
With the minute he started growing hair and everything else and hanging out
And
with
children.
racist people. But again, his other ventures I'm sure are working out great. I personally lost interest in No Jumper because eventually it did become a platform to promote the Plug Talk podcast. And unlike most people, I'm not really into seeing people who were once celebrities to me all of a sudden fucking on camera. I just don't really want to see that.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for that?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong for that at all. Like you're absolutely valid.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to see that. And even if it is people that are celebrities for having sex. I turned on my podcast stream today to hear about what's going on in the community, not like to hear you guys be like, "Hey, catch us on OnlyFans." Like,
Yeah, no, that was
I
too
get
much.
that on certain Reddit pages.
So to me, Adam 22 was a little too high on the list compared to everybody else. Obviously, Noah it wasn't there for Drink Champs. Everybody who was on there was here. Let's just. What are we talking about here? Do you have it?
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's go through that list real quick. Oh, there we go. Hip Hop Power Rankings. Never mind. I gotta log into an account for it. Anyway, we'll keep on going. Joe Budden was number one. I'm not gonna sit here. I know everyone hates Joe Budden, but he has a really great personality for what he does. And honestly, are you looking at the list now?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll do top 10. We don't, but a lot of people are on that list. Charlemagne the God is on the list. I'd say Charlemagne, Joe Budden are definitely two people that got me
So it goes
into podcasting for sure.
Joe Budden, Academics,
Crazy.
Charlemagne, Gilly and Wallow,
Yeah, bro. They go
Maury.
hard. They go hard.
Kai Cenat. Wow.
Yeah. Number 6 on the list.
Carisha,
Uh-huh.
Elliot Wilson,
Yep.
Vlad, obviously.
I didn't know Vlad was a white guy. And now that I know
Really?
Vlad's a white guy, culture vulture. Yes, I agree. 100% should not be part of the culture.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. And he's that white guy.
And number 10, Math Hoffa. But at least Vlad was number 9. He
Yeah.
almost wasn't in the top 10.
He does cover the
even-
culture a lot. I'll
who
give him
even
that.
are some of these people?
No, there are some more names in there.
Oh, what? Funkmaster Flex, number 15.
Yeah, again, a lot of these people are not podcasting. They're in radio stations. They're personalities. Is that Adam 22? Is that 19?
Yeah. he
Okay,
made it
okay. I thought he
19.
was way higher than that.
No.
Good. 19's not bad. Good for him though. Nadeska. Also, Nardwar's on there.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, he's pretty good for the culture.
he is.
I feel like for a while people used to not want to interview with him, but now
They were just scared of what he would bring up. But it's not like. Here's the deal, bro. If Nardwar brings up something that makes you want to run away,
that's good.
it is good.
Kinda.
But
I
what
don't
are you
know.
doing?
Yeah. Well, how are you getting that?
Now I
information?
really want to know.
But again, a lot of people on that list are the reason why I'm sitting here trying to do the same thing.
Oh, shoot.
You know what I mean?
Dang, Nardwar placed above Sway.
Okay, Sway's the last generation.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? And for him to even be on that list is still a great honor. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
Because he really is like a lot of the guys doing it now, Sway grandfathered. You know what I mean? Like Sway in the morning is timeless. So you can't ever. So I feel like for him to be on that list is really like everybody else from that era. That is what you got to compare it to because he's upholding now in the current times.
Yeah.
So
And I'll take that. I still listen to a Sway show.
yeah.
Like,
So welcome to podcasting, where it is the future. People
Yeah.
now want to watch other people talk and listen to other people talk, and we lit.
and clearly, y'all like to hear us talk, or hopefully
Exactly.
you will after this. but-
Exactly. And with that, let's see what else we got.
Yeah, the next two ones are kinda
That was
heavy.
a terrible transition.
Honestly,
How could you laugh at that? I'm gonna take the side of I didn't even see what was going on.
no, it was just like, yeah, we're like super hyped to move on to the next thing, and we're like,
super sensitive. We'll start out with a moment of silence for Nashville. I need more information on this. I don't really know where it happened, but anyway, moment of silence. Yeah.
So what happened in Nashville, from what I understand, it was a private Christian school that got shot up, right? And it was a former student.
Look at how casually we're talking about this.
It's not.
I
casual.
know, it's
just
not
like,
casual, but I'm saying like at this point though, it's a
We're
pretty
reporting.
casual conversation.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, what happened today? Well, Nashville was the one on the list this time. That's really what it is now. I'm not even laughing because honestly, is that not what it is? Tomorrow you could really text me and be like, damn dog, this time it was Florida. And I wouldn't even be like, you're lying.
yeah.
That sucks.
And that's what we were talking about last week too. Is like it's hard to cover news that isn't bad.
Yeah.
Like, because good things are happening, obviously.
All
Like,
the time.
The sun's coming out. We're feeling
All the
great,
time.
But I'm not a weatherman. I'm here to talk about the
Jesus
culture.
Christ.
And in the culture, unfortunately, bad things are happening.
This is not part of the culture, though. Not part of popular culture. Because no, it is. It happens enough where...
having the conversation.
Yeah,
We're taking stances. And we are taking a stance
This is terrible.
against gun violence.
I'm all for people arming themselves when it comes to whatever makes sense. But I don't even want to stay too long on this. My condolences to all the families, everyone affected. We don't really need any guns that are killing machines on the streets. I don't get the point of that. And I was listening to my favorite podcast, and they made a point that I never even thought of. At 28 years old, they were like, when I was in school, the big thing was fire drills. And I heard that and I go, oh my gosh, yeah. Like when I was in school, there was no gun
Earthquake drills, man.
Earthquake drill. It was
Like, they were
nothing
like-
but things where they were like quiet kids and you go, what you doing later, dog? Like, you know what I mean?
Literally.
This, bro,
They'd be like, lockdown drill.
yeah.
And they'd be like, do not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you'd be like, man. And then somebody's like, you're dead.
I know. The cool
And I'm
teacher
like,
let y'all talk.
man,
She just
yeah.
be quiet.
Yeah. she'd
Or a
be like,
fire
"We're just gonna
drill.
turn the
Everybody
lights
just
off."
goes stand outside in the line. You see the homie from the other period.
Tap them up.
You know what I mean? It was never, not once were you really like in fear of, oh my gosh, this fire drill. I'm like, no, you knew damn well. But this is scary because a gun, like a intruding. What has this been called? What is this drill called?
This would be a lockdown drill.
This ain't no lockdown drill, bro.
External lockdown drill is what we call
Whatever we call it. We shouldn't even have these things. I think I saw a video where they're implementing like bulletproof, like safe places in classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just take the guns away? What are we doing here?
Hey, man.
Like,
Once
like,
again,
what is this?
Once again, I agree completely.
Just
But
why don't we just literally take the gun out there and like, hey, you can't do that? And because what are you gonna do then? I'm finding out guns are illegal in Mexico. Obviously, there are guns in Mexico, but there's literally such a small chance of anyone walking into a school with an automatic and doing that.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, Mexico's a lot safer than the U.S. Like, I don't even know.
Man.
Because this is terrible. This is sick. I don't know how. I don't think anybody actually. There's not a single person who could experience this that would lead to gun reform because they just don't care.
Yeah, there's no way.
And that sucks.
There's no way. But
Anyway.
Yeah. It's a huge disappointment on our justice system. But hey, that's part of the culture that we deal with.
I know.
Protect the kids. That's
Protect
all
the
I can
kids.
say.
And the teachers.
Yeah, and the teachers.
All faculties, actually.
Yeah.
The janitors included.
Yeah, man, they got. I don't like to talk about it because I'd be making it sound like it's a no Russian situation, but
it is.
But again, we're not trying to glorify it. We're taking the stance that
it's terrible.
Gun violence needs to be solved.
They gotta put it away.
Yeah. It's like that. What was that Michael Jackson clip where he's like, "Why can't we all just?" And it was a picture of, or it was a video of Michael Jackson on stage, and he like puts the gun down and starts singing.
I remember that. Who let him do that on stage? He walked up to the guy and he really did pop lock, and it goes.
Oh man.
Anyway.
And that's how we round out a negative subject.
Yeah.
Again,
this is for black people. We usually laugh through the pain. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, man. There's only one way, because it would be way too painful for us to just sit in that.
Yeah. Do that dance again.
What
did Michael Jackson do, bro? That's ridiculous.
Oh no.
With that, a commercial break. It's a winning podcast. Oh my god.
We're good.
All right. Now we're good.
All right. So, I'm going to be honest. I've always wanted a woman's voice in the podcast because I feel like I has two people who can't really ever speak to women. I mean, we can talk to women for sure. But we can't ever really like talk about their experiences really from our perspective. We have as a group brought on somebody who will speak for all women moving forward. So it takes a lot of weight off my shoulders if I'm being completely honest. Because now whenever I say something that's unhinged and she doesn't stop me, I have to be right. Because now we do have a
corroborator.
Yeah, an in-house, woman.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome, Paulina.
Thanks for that whole introduction. I also love how you said whenever you say something unhinged, if I don't stop you, it's because you're right. And you're right.
Okay.
Because I'm also unhinged.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say is, never mind.
Oh my gosh.
But we just got done talking about my birthday, and we wanted to give you a call. One, marketing tool, but two, I'm joking. It's good to have some conversations and catch up with your friends. And the next topic we're going to discuss, I actually want, we wanted to hear your opinion on. So, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Chilling. Killing.
We love to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a little, a little drink, and I didn't eat that much. And then I'm just tired. I had a really long day. I've had a long, like, couple of months actually.
You're just on vacation.
All women,
Yeah, I know, but-
everyone.
All women. Honestly, you know what? Nope. Can't even. Nah. I'm not gonna agree with everything she says, but the other way around.
No.
Why's your day been so long? What'd you do today? Don't you work from home?
What I do? Yeah, I did work from home, but it was a long work day. I was about to head out because I was gonna go get tacos, and I
Well,
had plans. But
talking about tacos, Jonathan
Yeah.
Majors. Do you think he did it?
who the heck is Jonathan?
Yo,
What do you mean?
the segue.
So,
That was super funny to me. But yes, you know who Jonathan Majors is? He's the one dude. He's been in the news a lot lately. He was in Creed. He's a big black dude. He's buff.
okay, all right. Let's
And
stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. Also, Paul.
Oh my god, I do know who he is. Oof, yeah.
See, why did that work?
Ooh.
that
Sorry,
is.
I didn't know his name. It's like when you bring back a really like fine ass woman back to your place and you do the deed, you bump uglies, and the next day she leaves, and like you know what she looks like, but you don't remember her name because all you focus on is
Oh
like.
my goodness.
Are you having the hots for
Like that.
Jonathan Majors right now?
I absolutely have the hots. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my gosh, with the climate right
with
now.
the controversy?
See,
I-
that's what I'm
listen,
saying. I'm
look-
glad that I brought on a woman who can talk about this. Anyway, we're not gonna do it like that. But you know about the controversy,
Oh.
right?
I just read this. Arrested on assault.
Yeah, see?
Let me see. Hold on.
Live reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you really did want him to choke you out,
Oh my goodness.
He's only 33.
Tyler the Creator's a year younger.
Chelsea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It must-
It's so wild to
Not
learn
e-
how old these people are. It's not like
I
it
think
really
you should
changed
sit
anything,
in
but-
like one place, Paulina, because you keep cutting out. But
Mm.
I
Sorry, Pepper's making a statement.
oh my gosh. I don't really know what to think. Apparently the woman recounted her story.
Yeah, I don't know. So, my whole perspective on it is like,
Actually, I don't know what happened. So, bottom line is he got arrested on assault charges in New York, but I haven't read this.
all right. So we'll update you really quick. So the general story is Jonathan Majors was arrested for allegations of assault. And then it expanded from there, saying that the woman was in the hospital with like apparent bruises to the neck, which would indicate strangulation. And they are saying that she originally said that Jonathan Majors was the one that did it. And then later on, she came out and said, I was having a mental episode and I don't think it was him.
Yeah, or it wasn't him. I didn't want him to be arrested.
Yeah, like I didn't want him to be
The,
arrested.
the cab driver was like, "Oh, I didn't see that happen." And
Yeah, like there's several weird kind of inconsistencies in the story, but like beyond that, the overall perspective of the public is that he choked a woman out.
because right when this did break, some guy, which I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't really like. Maybe it's because part of me was like, why is it this white guy? I know
Just
how
didn't
it
like
sounds.
the tone.
Yeah. So right when this broke, this guy came on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I've been." He pretty much was like, "Of course he did it. Like we've all been known that this is who he is," and da 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 da. Like right when the story broke. Obviously, I'm not in a position to say who's right or wrong, and again, believe the victim until proven otherwise. But again, I just didn't like the approach that right away. You know what I mean? Like,
There's like almost always somebody waiting in the cut. Like, yeah, I knew he did it.
yeah.
So
So
you're
it was
like, okay, so you knew this man was doing shit,
no.
and you
So,
didn't
no,
like.
Paulina. Literally, some of the comments were, there was always something about him I didn't like.
Yeah,
and stuff
and it's
like that.
like-
It's like, what are y'all?
It
what
takes,
is this?
It takes one person being like, I went to, where did he go? Yale?
No, some other
Harvard?
school. A
He
lot
went-
of
he
these
went to
kids are
some Ivy
drama
League-
kids too, and that's what
Yeah.
pisses me off.
He went to some Ivy
The
League
world is run
school
by
for-
drama kids.
He went to some Ivy League school for theater and drama, right? And
Mhm.
like apparently at this school they have all these rumors about Jonathan Majors being like too aggressive, or like he from what I can gather, it almost sounds like people all know an absorbent amount about his sex life. And that like it seems like these instances tend to happen sexually.
This is kind of wild. Where'd you read this?
And that doesn't make it better or worse. It probably actually makes it worse. But
Where did you read this?
I'm just like trying to roll my way through these people like spreading their rumors, right? So if the rumor is like, yeah, like he's abused all kinds of people before, it's like, so what kind of people is he abusing? Like, you just saying that Jonathan Majors is like a 80s bully and is just literally running around
beating
Harvard,
everybody
just
up.
beating people up?
No, because that
Like-
is how they kind of spun it to go. Because they were like, obviously, yes, you're right. You can't drop victim names. You can't force the victims to come forward. But to come out and be like, the entire school knew this is who he was.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, then how did
I
no
don't think
no
so.
one during the press release of Kang's Dynasty or Kang's Dynasty, whatever it's called, was like, hey man, I'm real with you. And the entire school knows he's like you're beating women up. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like
And
Disney
obviously
would have gotten way ahead
not
of
to
this.
laugh at it, not to laugh at
Yeah.
it in like that kind of way, but like, I feel like if there was more evidence to some of this, then we would have it.
Yeah,
Right?
We need it.
Yeah, and we need it.
We need
Like,
it.
You can't just, be, on the
can't just be
internet.
hopping on social media and saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
We need it. We need the evidence. It does help in this situation, especially. Because
I think it's always. Oh,
what?
I think it's always tough though. I mean, personally, as a woman who, I feel like every single woman that I've met has been the victim of like assault and abuse. And personally, I don't know any woman who would want to lie about things like this. So obviously, like, you believe the victim until proven otherwise, which is shitty that women lie about being abused and
This wasn't
hit
a woman,
and all
by
this.
the way. The person who
Yeah.
came online and was like, "Hey, Jonathan Majors beat up the whole school," was a man. And
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm
Beat
saying.
up the whole
But no.
school?
But then he was like,
We're using that term loosely. That's just like the picture that he painted. Like, this dude was painting the picture. Like, imagine, like Chris in college. Like, Chris, he black out sometimes and he be trying to fight people.
okay, no, we're gonna stop right there. No. Let me take this. No way. And you're incriminating real people with real names. No.
I was gonna bleep that. Also, y'all don't know. These
wait,
people
hold
don't
on,
know
hold
these
on.
people. I can bleep that.
So the cab incident 100% happened. There is a woman out there who has lacerations and was in a cab with Jonathan Majors, and they have text messages, whatever. But what I'm talking about was this guy who came on Twitter and was like, "Oh, I know all these people and an entire school on top of that who would vouch that he's out here beating up women." And I didn't really like that because it's like, you can't just say that. You know
Well,
what I mean? And
and
obviously he goes, "I'm not going to reveal any of the victims." I understand that too. But did they also let you know that he was now okay to one?
For you to air out the laundry in general.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
So
Yeah.
it was kind of, I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like that is a little weird, especially like, why did you wait until this one thing came out in public instead of you like starting something before? Especially if you're like claiming to know that all these people have been victims of abuse. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Also,
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, like,
and like you
Uh,
go through these people's social media and you're like, so where did you say before
Yeah,
that
and
Jonathan
this man
Majors
has
was
had multiple
abusing people?
hits. He's
Like,
had multiple hits. He's had multiple movies come out. So he's gotten good press for all of them. He just did Creed 3.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But anyway,
I think it's strange. I think it's weird that like somebody would come out of the blue, wait for something like this to come out, and then be like, "Oh, well, I know a bunch of people that I've like experienced the same thing with him." But it's like, I feel like until the victims come out, then it's like you gotta kind of take everything with a grain of salt, which is poopy to say. Again, this woman that came out, and even though she recanted her statement, it's like women do that just because we don't know. Like, she's probably getting threats, or maybe she's.
oh no,
You don't know.
Paulina, I'm not gonna lie to you. To me, it made the situation worse.
yeah.
it
Yeah,
made the
it's just- it's
situation worse.
odd.
Because I agree with you. I really hope people are not out there just he beat me just to ruin people's career. I don't think anyone's really out there doing that. To me, her being like, "Oh yeah, this didn't really happen," is one either it's scary because Jonathan Majors really is really out there beating people up, and he's a big guy. Not a lot of people
I
can
hope-
take him on. But anyway,
God damn.
right? But Hollywood is just odd, right? Because if they really do like him, they are gonna protect him. They're not just gonna drop him and let the wolves at him. And they have a lot of money invested in him, I feel like.
Yeah, especially being that's what I was saying earlier was there's a difference between a Disney contract and most other contracts that you could ever get. Right?
The Disney
like
contract comes with a get out of jail free card.
yes. It actually maybe comes with 3. You don't even know.
Yo.
Like come on.
He's telling me Mickey Mouse running around here just committing crimes.
Mickey Mouse been
Mickey
committing
Mouse.
crimes forever.
That is true.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. He's like that's so different. It's like Walt Disney's like fantasy furry, honestly.
Yeah, that is crazy. You think Jonathan Majors has? We'll see. I don't know. I really wanna. What'd she say?
Say it again.
You think Jonathan Majors has? And I said a furry kink.
A furry king? Oh, you're a furry? Why?
No, she just interrupted because we were talking about Mickey Mouse.
Oh, anyway, okay.
You're
Yo, so
Is that the topic? Why would you come in so hot?
with what? Jonathan Majors? I wanted to talk about it. You still haven't taken a stand. You just said he's hot, and you had
I
the hots
know.
for him.
I do. I have the hots for everyone though. But like,
That's fair.
my thing is, if anyone comes out and they say, "Hey, this person beat me up. This person hit me," why would anyone lie about that? Why would anyone come out and, like you said, try to ruin somebody's career with that statement?
I don't know. Jussie
That's a
Smollett went pretty far with it.
Right? Jesse Smollett, that's a weird.
I think
I have
that's the
nothing to
one time. It's the one time someone said a hate crime was committed against him and they lied.
He gets so far. The fact that he hired somebody, paid them, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna say that you did this to me. Just go along with it." And they were like, "Okay, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Honestly.
Why would
And
you
not
play
expect them to
along?"
be like, yeah, I don't know why he made me do that.
No, literally. And then later they're like, "Yeah, I don't know why he did that." The fact, how much do you think they got paid? Because it must have been a good amount of money.
They said it in the. It wasn't a lot of money. They said in the. They said it
That's
in
even
the.
worse.
Okay, it was nothing. I'm being really, really generous here. I don't think it was anything more than 15,000 to split between 2 people.
Honestly, though, bro, if you told me and Paulina, "Hey, bro, I'll give you guys $7K each to just fake beat me up," we would do that shit in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't even fake beat you up. I'd for real beat you up.
No,
Are
they
you
did
kidding?
for real beat him up. Except
feel
it's
like
just.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
god.
That is. All right, I got to wipe my eye because y'all killing me. This is so funny.
I'll fucking grab a pipe and beat you with it.
Yeah, no, that's what they did pretty much. But no, I don't think they're lying either. I just think this is gonna be a really interesting way for it to develop. But yeah, that is how we're gonna.
Yeah,
we're
there's
gonna.
not much. There's not much to say, so there's not much to have an opinion on. But yeah, it's always rubs me the wrong way when someone comes out with a statement like that and then they pull it away or they withdraw it, because I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, and what's really going on behind the scenes? Like, there has to be more
Exactly.
going on behind the scenes because I don't know, because
Hey, man.
everyone's like,
Maybe Jonathan didn't do anything. Maybe Disney is just out here doing their work. Like I said, man.
creating plot.
Yeah, like I think that Disney is in control of a lot of stuff, right? Like if the Illuminati is not real, Disney is.
Well, yeah, I've been there.
Like, come on now.
I've been there.
Disney, but they run things in a strange way.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You definitely,
Oh.
if you're high enough in a Disney project or part of their organization, I definitely believe that you could probably get away with murder.
Oh yeah.
Like you would have to be pretty high up, but getting away with beating somebody up.
Do we not think these people are getting away with murder now?
Oh, I absolutely. There has to
for
be
sure they are.
somebody. Like
Yeah.
there has to be somebody. You're
Yeah.
not going to tell me that there's nobody
Getting away
that
with
works
murder.
at Disney that has not murdered somebody.
Bro.
There's
Like
comes after us.
you're just going through their whole roster
Mhm.
of like several thousand, tens of thousands of
No,
employees.
I'm sure it's happened.
Somebody in there killed
I'm
somebody.
sure it's happened.
Whether it was the
Somebody
janitor
probably
or the
serial
CEO. Like, come on.
The
Who
other
is
thing we
the-
can discuss is our the TikTok ban. I know we talked about this.
Mm.
We'll talk about this.
We did talk about this. Have you looked into it at all anymore since we talked about it?
No, I'm actually supposed to be doing a presentation for it at work, and I've been so busy with work that I haven't had a chance to pull this project together. So I haven't read any news on it.
That's kind of crazy. Are you for it or against it?
I like TikTok. I've learned a lot from it, so I think I might be against it just because of that reason. I feel like it's given a lot of creators
Why does
a voice.
everyone say that? What have you learned from TikTok? I don't have a TikTok account. I don't have a TikTok account, so I can't even really
Well,
be on
first-
there.
The podcast does,
This is-
but
Yeah.
This is really I'm choking.
Nasty.
This is what have I learned? Shut up. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to for example, when you put, I like to layer my jewelry, and I looked up like how to layer necklaces without them tangling. Also, let's talk about how TikTok is becoming a new search platform, and people don't really use Google anymore.
Oh,
Like,
I don't
people
know if
have
I believe that.
videos.
that's a hard stance. But
Yeah, that's a
Hot
hard
Take
stance.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a hard
I
stance. You think?
Because instead of Googling like where to eat, like I don't go to Google to look for like, oh, places to eat in New York. I go to TikTok, places to eat in New York, and I come up with videos, and I bookmark it, and then I go to the places, and yeah.
I mean,
Anyway, I've learned a
how
lot.
do you go to the places?
I
You gotta
mean-
search the address in Google.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah,
here's
but I like some creators will literally put the name of the place they go to and the address. So it'll be like 36 and 4th Avenue, Manhattan, or 4th, North 4th and Bedford Avenue, Brooklyn.
what
I'm
we're
like, that's
saying
easy.
is that Google is a multi-directional tool, whereas
It is.
TikTok is only for searching up things that you had to have already have done.
Clearly, we're being old heads and we're saying Google is never gonna get taken over by TikTok. But
I
That
was here.
is-
I was here for the Bing versus Google days.
yeah, Google will outlast everything. I'm gonna be completely honest, especially if
You
TikTok
think
doesn't.
so?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yo, you go to any other
If
country
TikTok-
and they have a different search engine, still powered by Google.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
because I mean,
Alphabet.
you also got to realize TikTok might be big here in the U.S., but it's not big everywhere yet. Like some places still don't have it and don't allow it.
TikTok?
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of places in the world don't have Tinder. A lot of places in the world aren't
yeah.
doing dating apps. You know what I mean? People still do meet in real life, I guess is the way to say it.
I do that. I relinquish the apps. Actually, not to pivot, but I got into Raya. You know what that is?
How you getting to Raya? Who invited
Yeah.
you?
Oh, it's Raya? Because I'm hot and I'm beautiful and I'm wanted by everyone. And one of my friends was like, hey, do you want me to send you an invite? And I was like, yeah. And I got approved.
That's
And
ridiculous.
I was like, damn,
That's
yeah,
like
do you
50
want an
bucks a
invite?
month. No, I'm okay.
$20 a month. So I did pay for it.
20.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
No way. Well, because that's
That's what I
where.
said.
That's funny you
I'm
say
not
that
paying-
because a lot of celebrities are hopping off Raya because that's what it was kind of like built around.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go pay to see regular people on Raya. What? Nah.
That was
everybody-
my
Like imagine you
Yeah,
have on Raya,
and
you
we're-
paying $50 a month is fucking Paulina.
And
Like,
we're here. We're in Seattle. So
Me.
Yeah.
who the heck are we going to
Exactly.
find on Raya here?
no, exactly. Oh well, you
Sure.
can also do it for its like
Like in other
like
places.
income base and stuff. So you know you never know.
Yeah,
me
I
in
don't-
there with my $40,000. Hey, I got you, ma. Let me get at you with your $300,000 a year.
Oh man, you never know. She might not care for that. It's
No, but
like
look,
today
I
I was
can-
walking through the gym and I saw a very, very tall man. I was like, you know what? Like in another life, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care.
You know what's so funny?
Ridiculous.
The curve people, I say that to them. I'm like, maybe in the next life. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, you don't get it.
To what
It's
people?
lifetime.
When she
Just like
curves
people that
people.
you
In
know how to
another
curve
life.
them. It's very, very ethereal. They don't know what to say.
What
They're
do you
like,
gotta
what
say
do you
about
mean?
California and data privacy laws?
Oh.
But listen, this is my plan. So I just told you guys how I got a membership to Raya, right? And
Yeah.
that was my thought exactly. I was like, why would I pay $20 a month to get attention? I can just open my Instagram DMs. Like I don't really want that. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Oh, because they sent me an email and they go, hey, we saw that you have an account, but you have not activated it, which means I haven't paid for it. They're like, so let us know if you want us to close it out by the end of the week or if you're going to activate it. I was like, are you giving me an ultimatum right now?
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you're gonna be rich or you want to be famous or not? Like, are you a
Yeah,
celebrity or are
right.
you not? You paying us or
They're
you're
like,
not
so
gonna
are you
pay us?
broke or not? I
Honestly,
was like,
That's
damn.
funny.
that's a
no.
real question.
Hey,
I
okay.
know. So you know what I did?
Let's
activated
let's
it.
dial it
And I
back
decided-
let's dial it back to TikTok really quick.
Okay.
I was gonna
Pivoting.
talk about how in California, you brought this up. Like
Mhm.
California is difficult for you to be like extremely popular on TikTok without already having a platform of some kind.
100%.
Because California literally makes it illegal for you to trade people's data.
Yeah, and you have to tell them. And if you,
Yeah.
and if they, the thing is that you can give people permission, but you have to pay that person
Yeah,
for their data that you're using.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And for that
Yeah.
reason, TikTok that adds a whole other like barrier to breakthrough when you live in California because like we ain't even really profiting off you guys. Hey, anyway,
Yeah, literally.
again,
And obviously, we're not in California right now.
yeah,
but
I'm not gonna say I want TikTok to get banned, but I mean, I'd like to see some more like
I don't know.
transparency.
I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Transparency. That's
like,
it.
I'm not an American elitist. I don't care about the politics really behind like the whole finagle.
Yeah.
Mostly because
I know they're not doing it for us. I
Yeah,
already know,
like-
I'm well aware it's not for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like none of that, none of the things going on is for me. All of that stuff has things to do with how politicians make their money.
Yeah.
And so like banning it, no, I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
However, if you can prove that it's a security risk, then we should do something about that.
See, that's not even where I'm at. I don't even care. Tell Russia I eat potatoes. Who cares? I don't care. Here's the one thing where I would say it sticks with me. If there's somebody on your platform that is pouring money into TikTok to be viral and to be on top of the page all the time, that should be disclosed. You should never come off like you worked your butt off to do that when in reality you're writing $50,000 check to TikTok to look like you're going viral and you're popular and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. It's just like it's a lot like the like friggin' Snapchat Plus. Like
Yeah.
if you have Snapchat Plus and you post something, it tells the other people that it was a Snapchat Plus story.
Yeah, like you didn't
And, like-
just magically do all that. And I
Yeah.
think that's very fair because, again, like
It
a lot of these people then turn around and go, you want to learn how to be as famous as I am?
Do this.
Yeah, pay me this amount and take my class. But in reality, you're legit paying this company to have you on that spot and you never move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's not a thing because you're not even disclosing that. It'd be a whole different thing. If I knew Taylor Swift didn't even really care about TikTok and she just got written a check just to be there and she was promised a certain amount of followers, sure, whatever. I'm clearly still not going to check out her content, but at least I know she didn't really work for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And as a company, you can't make it seem like that these people are really blowing up when you're really giving this to them. Right? Like,
That makes total-
because that really throws off the whole creator economy because now these bigger names are getting deals that the real creators would have been getting.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah,
it creates
that's
a lot of, it's very different than, because everyone brings up Facebook and everything else, but that's very different than what Facebook was doing. Like Facebook wasn't writing checks or taking checks to have a placeholder forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No one cares.
And like, again, you can't, as a platform, you can't just be taking money from all these companies saying that, yo, if so-and-so in this demographic doesn't use my product, they'll never go viral.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of stuff is that? And if
Yeah.
that's the case, you should
It's
have a
too-
label
too
on
much
there
power.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
saying
it's-
because now you really do train your audience on exactly what you want it to see because I just got to pay for it.
Yeah, it's like Twitter. Like Twitter, when they show me something that shouldn't be in my feed, they tell me it's because it was a sponsored post.
Yeah.
Usually. But lately, random other things have been making their way in there as well. And so, and I hate that. And I don't want my other apps to be doing that too.
Yeah, which Twitter just updated their blue check mark thing. Now it says you either paid for it or it's a verified legacy account. So now you won't even really know if they paid for it or if it's a verified legacy account, unless it's like a golden check mark, which a lot of companies
golden check
have.
is legacy.
Yeah. Well, the blue ones, some of those were
I thought
legacy
the-
too. The golden
the
checks were for
golden
like
check
businesses.
or brand or
Yeah.
companies. Yeah,
Yeah,
business.
brands and
And the blue
businesses.
are for creators. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. So honestly, these companies are only
Yeah.
charging us for these services the amount of money they're charging us because people really do want to feel. I don't even what's the word here. People really want to. They just
I
want to
guess
be
seen,
known, and
or
yeah, they want to be.
felt.
Yeah, they want to be seen. They
Ver-
want to have that check mark that like that's the
Maybe
proof for them.
validation.
It is validation. It's nothing but validation, and that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
It is.
But we'll take a quick commercial break and come right back after this. The Winning Podcast. You already know.
Hey. I'm mad that we missed that.
Yeah, that is what he used to sound like.
No.
All right,
I'm glad
we're
you didn't get that.
back from commercial break.
Are we back from the commercial break?
Yeah.
What's this about
Are we?
Princess and the Frog?
Oh, I was gonna make a joke about Benzino.
Oh. I also thought, isn't Benzino a fish dish?
Is
Who?
it?
Right?
Hold on.
I
We
looked
gotta-
up.
we gotta
know,
Benzino,
These are the questions real thinkers are
the
asking.
Winning
like
Podcast.
that is a penis.
Huh?
What is a Benzino?
I'm pretty sure
benzo
because
that-
in Spider-Man, she was like, my dad's making Benzino.
You mean like a benzo?
No, a benzo drugs. No, we're not talking about that. Right?
It's a prescription.
Isn't a Benzino a fish dish?
It doesn't say. All of them just say the rapper.
Oh my gosh.
But it also says gasoline.
How do you spell that?
Benzino.
Oh, Benzino.
Oh, it's Brenzino
Branzino.
is the fish dish. So he's literally a letter away, a letter removed from being a freaking fish dish. No, so yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is Benzino. You're familiar with Benzino, right, Paulina? The rapper.
I'm the.
He's, a,
So Google Benzino.
he's a personality by now.
I see.
Funny enough, Coil Ray's dad.
Oh, that's very interesting.
He's dead.
No, Coil Ray's dad is Benzino.
Coil Ray's not dead.
Okay, let me find-
But anyways, once you find a picture of him, I just want you to tell me what animal comes directly to mind, and then
Barracuda.
and then I'm going to tell you to look up a horned bullfrog.
Please
sick.
don't.
So yeah, and when I do the editing, I'm definitely putting a picture there. I'm doing that one for
He's
sure.
like that.
But Benzino was recently in the intersphere for saying that he wants the gays and the queers to leave him alone.
He said the LGBTQ plus community needs to stop flirting with him.
Yeah,
He's not into it.
needs to stop flirting with him because he's not into it.
Yeah, bro.
Look, I typed in horned bullfrog. I'm gonna send you guys this picture that I just.
This is ridiculous.
Hold
And
on,
so-
hold on, hold on.
And so this week, my stance on that is, as a member of the LGBT community,
I can't stop laughing.
as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, we are not flirting with you. And
Yeah,
if
man.
people are flirting with him, they're either greatly mistaken or they're just getting a kick out of watching his reaction. It's like the gays trying to have a conversation with Boosie. Like,
Okay, I
it's-
think that's a little different. I don't think it ain't.
it's never going to go well. Is
No,
the point?
no.
Like,
I remember when I read the headline, I'm not part of that community. And even I go, bro, really? I was like, wait, hold on.
who?
I was like, yo, what? No, I don't think they would. I
No.
go, Caleb, run this by your people because is this true? He goes, no,
There's
it's not.
no way.
It's not. And I go, I didn't think so. Thank you.
Nobody I know would ever be like, oh yeah, heck yeah. Like that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yo, we gotta
There's
stop that.
no way. The horned bullfrog.
I sent it.
We gotta stop that.
Bro, yes.
No, for real. For real.
Related content. You're so specific with the type of frog.
Related content.
Oh my god. But yeah, man, it's the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows that make him look like that.
I think it's
And
hella
it's
funny how
cheesy.
Joe Biden is like, if you make $400K or less in taxes, or $400K or less a year, you're not gonna pay any more taxes as long as he's president. I'm pretty sure his term is about to be up.
Yeah. Also,
What are you talking about?
I was doing the math and I'm like, okay, like the people underneath that amount were already making basically the same tax rate.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
make some kind of landmark change if that's what your announcement
No.
is. Like
'Cause
this
how much
guy
longer
was
is
like,
he
I'm
in
gonna
the
keep
office?
things the same, and you're like, okay, tight.
Yeah.
Like,
But how much longer is he in office?
a year.
Oh, yeah, bro, you're almost out.
Next fall.
You're almost out,
Damn.
and you're over here making promises. It's like I'm gonna be a great dad now. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like
When you're
20.
18.
no,
Yeah.
no, the day before you turn 18. Yeah, it's like okay, then he kicks you out. It's like all right, like thanks. Like this is ridiculous.
Oh my
Um,
god, dude.
But
Oh yeah, my iPad just died.
all that just to say, Mexico is safer than the U.S.
Oh yeah, do you wanna corroborate that, Paulina?
Mexico safer than the U.S. Listen, there's crime everywhere.
This is true.
But I will say, and I hope the cartel doesn't come for me for saying this, but the cartel literally runs the government, similar to how criminals run the government here, but they're just a lot more sneaky about it. In Mexico,
I didn't say any of this. I had a lovely time. There are lovely people.
I had a great time there too. But I'm just saying, but like if you literally get pulled over in Mexico or like a police officer comes up to you, you give him $20, he'd let you go. Like if you beat the shit out of somebody and they were like
I'm
really
pretty
like
sure this is
critical-
what Andrew Tate just went to jail for.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he literally this is literally what he would because he was on record.
He was not just like trying to bribe people, but also he was abusing women.
oh yeah, that's different.
Ooh.
He was like
He's out.
he's out on house arrest currently.
Oh.
But his accusations were that he was forcing women to do OnlyFans.
Did you guys know he was black?
Yeah, he's not black.
His dad is black. You guys want to know
I'm
who his
not-
dad is?
We're not allowing him for the purposes of this podcast. We're not allowing
His
him to be
dad
black.
was ranked 78th in the world for chess.
That's
That's
interesting.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Paulina, that's cool.
No, because that is a point everyone brings up. Because somebody was like, "Oh, who's gonna interview him?" They go, "Do you know who his dad is? His dad was a chess player. That's what they should really be interviewing." And I was like, "What?"
That is the most random thing.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I hope I never get to a point of accomplishment where people go, yeah, the greatest thing about him, his dad's cooler.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
Yeah, his dad was a chess player. I was like, okay. At first, I go, "Oh, that is kind of." I go, "What? Get this out of here."
What about anything?
I don't even know, but that was brought up. Do you guys think? Who do you guys think is gonna interview him first? Are we gonna interview him? Would we interview him?
Would we No.
No.
I don't think I could spin any of the things that he could
Honestly,
say.
I don't think I could
well
sit
enough.
in the room with him long enough without my head exploding. So probably not.
Yeah, it's just like I listen to the things. I've tried in the past to listen to the things that he says, and it just does not equate.
No.
So
The way he talks is hilarious, though.
Yeah. He talks a lot like you remember that guy we used to work at the car place with? That was always super awkward.
Oh yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm trying to apologize to you." What? No.
Paulina, what do you have going on this week?
I have a lot.
All right. And with that was another episode of the Win Podcast.
I have a lot.
Oh man.
That's funny.
I have a permanent, help me.
Terminate?
like a fight of sports.
What?
A
Oh,
fight between
tournament.
sports.
Tournament.
A
Tournament.
Thank you.
For what?
A volleyball tournament Saturday. Yeah, at the park, at Domino Park, where we were doing flips and
We'll be doing flips.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you do flips?
no, where we were doing flips and we
What we doing flips?
Uh,
We
Yeah,
can't do no
that was
flip.
that was the video when I recorded that long video, and we were like heel clicking, and Paulina was doing cartwheels. And
Paulina did a cartwheel?
Then you walked by and you stopped.
Probably
and
can't
you
do
pointed.
no cartwheel.
I'm gonna try to find the video. I'm gonna put it in here right in this
Why
moment.
knows old
I
as
have
shit?
it.
She ain't doing no cartwheel. What the
This is
fuck?
when we were in New York.
That's crazy. I gotta see this.
We were across the water from the projects.
yeah.
You know what? The projects are looking good nowadays.
Yeah.
Are they?
According
I mean,
to
I don't know. I don't live there.
according to my friends
Talking
though.
about being a tourist.
According to my friends, the projects were supposed to be remodeled, and that project is moving slow. But
Well, yeah. Which
yeah, it's New
you
York.
think they were gonna run to do? Anyway, well, it's because of
All right.
Paulina. Paulina and her people. They're not really paying taxes. They're drinking Starbucks. They're walking their dogs everywhere. People can't afford to live anywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
That's true. I'm here taking jobs and your girl.
Okay, no,
And your
I didn't
girl.
even say that. I'm just saying, you're raising
Oh.
rent. People can't afford it.
I'm undocumented.
Oh my goodness.
Why would you keep saying things on record? And honestly, we are gonna wrap this
Listen.
episode up because you are wild.
But with that, thank you all for joining us on the Winning Podcast.
Honestly, it's good to be back. It's my first episode back. I almost died coming back from Mexico. I didn't. Okay, that sounded terrible.
Yeah, not the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got back. I got back and
Don't
I
like
fell ill. I think it's probably something in the water here because I felt fine the entire time in Mexico. But
Right.
now we're back. We're hanging out, and I can't wait to go back or to my next destination. Until then, the Winning Podcast.
We out.
See ya.
You got a terrible connection.
Me.